everybody, thank you for tuning in to my channel. Today we're going to talk about starting a garden, and make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to show you guys how I built my raised beds. Today we're going to talk about how to start a garden and how you do not have to be a master gardener or have a green thumb in order to grow things. For me, gardening is all about trial and error and having just a teeny tiny bit of common sense. And for my people who didn't know, I'm in Northwest Louisiana. In Northwest Louisiana, in the area that I'm in, we are grow zone or hardiness zone 8B. And for those of you who don't know what a hardiness zone is or a grow zone, I'm going to insert this picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And in the picture, you'll see all the different colors across the United States map, and those represents the different hardiness zones. And I don't know if anyone has ever noticed, if you buy a packet of seeds, if you flip that packet over, you'll see the United States on the back, and you'll see all these different colors, and that tells you what hardiness zone or grow zone that you live in. Anyway, I want to let you all know that you do not have to till up your land in order to have a garden. You can grow in flower pots. You can grow in those the gardener's grow bags, and you can also use raised beds amongst other things. The whole concept of it is to be creative. I've seen people grow things in outrageous things that you would never think that you could grow things in. I've seen people use make raised beds out of the barrel drums. It's just a lot of things that people use in order to start their gardens. I think it's quite unique, the ideas that we come up with. For myself, I personally like raised beds. I find them to be more convenient for me. The only thing that I have to do is I build my beds, I put my weed barrier down, and that's if you choose to do so, and I fill it with dirt. Sounds simple, right? I know that a lot of people don't have yard space to have a garden, so that's where the flower pots come in. You can place these pots or grow bags on your balcony, porch. It's all about how you choose to do it. But let's get back to raised beds. Like I said, for me, it's more convenient, and I have to be careful about, what I'm doing in my backyard because we have HOA, and anybody that has HOA knows how that goes. Building raised beds to start a garden, I can say it's one of the best investments that I've ever made, because not only am I growing my food, but I can control what is being put on my food, and I know what is being put on my food and how my food is being grown, because you don't know what you're eating. When you buy these veggies and stuff from the grocery store, you don't know what type of chemicals that or pesticides that's been sprayed on the foods, and you surely don't know the grow conditions. And then on top of that, you don't know what that food, the transit period, the different locations it's been transported in order to make it to the grocery store. So, and I know some of you know that when you go in the grocery store or the market, sometimes the food is not so fresh. The vegetables and fruits, sometimes it's not as fresh as it would be coming straight from your garden. And believe me when I tell you that there is a major difference in picking something fresh out of the garden to eat versus eating something directly from the grocery store. There is a big difference, and I can attest to that. In the next 2 or 3 pictures that I'm about to post on here, I'm about to show you guys how I built my raised beds, and I'll also show you my cinder blocks that I put down that I grow my greens in. And I don't know if you can see right here behind me, down on the ground, you can see part of the my cinder block bed. Okay guys, this is my 16-foot bed. As you can see, I constructed it out of 2x6 boards, and I use, I believe, 4x6 posts. This is my green bed that I made out of cinder blocks. I just, put the cinder blocks that I had on hand in a square, and they were already painted red because this was actually a bench that I had constructed that I had outside of my house. And so I didn't want the bench anymore because I replaced it with something else. So I took it apart and I was like, what can I do with these cinder blocks? And so this is what happened. It's a green bed, and as you can see, I really don't have anything in it right now. You can see like some little tiny greens popping up, but I cleaned this bed out a couple days ago. And this is what it looked like before I cleaned it out. It was a hot mess. And then down here, I just stuck some little plants in the little holes that I'm working on, that I'm growing. And then right here, guys, this is peppermint. This is a peppermint plant. And when I tell you the fragrance that comes off of it, it smells so good. But this is going to be used for peppermint tea. And plus my husband, he comes out here and he gets the leaves and put it in his water. Remember when I said that you can grow in anything? This is a kiddie pool. And in this pool, I'm going to fill it with strawberry plants. And if you come over here, this is a newly constructed bed that I built. I have some fall or cold crop items planted in this, and I'm just waiting on those to sprout. As you can see, the boards right here, the boards are 2x4s. And guys, I can't remember what these are called. These are, it's some type of castle block. I'm not sure the proper term for it. Ooh, it's a spider down in there. But you can get Home Depot, Lowe's, or if you have a saw, you cut your board. Oh, this is 2 boards because it's a 4x4. But you get Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, get them to cut your boards for you, and all you have to do is just slide it into those blocks right there. That's one way that you can make a raised bed and fill it with dirt. This bed also has cold crop plants that I planted in it, but this is my 16-foot bed. Yeah, this one is 16 feet long, but this one I actually constructed. I didn't use the blocks on this one. This bed I just cleaned out also. I built this one last spring. I built this bed. And so it also has cold crop items planted in it also. They just haven't come up yet. And I'm going to have to do something about that basil because it's about to go to seed. This is a bed I constructed out of 2x4s also. And in this bed I have my squash plants. And it's 2 okra plants in here also. I just pulled a lot of okra. It's 3 plants actually, but I just pulled all my okra. And I'll show you guys a picture of that because Hurricane Laura knocked it all over. But you can see I do have some squash down in there. And I wanted to show you guys this. It's so pretty. My sunflower, it finally opened. Now these beds, these are raised beds also. These I purchased from, I think at the time, they're pretty old now. I purchased these from Sam's Club. And I have 4 right here. And I cleaned these out yesterday. me and my husband. And those are 2 cucumber plants that I planted yesterday. So I'll be building a trellis for those because they will vine and take up a lot of space. Over here on this side is my pepper bed. We use a lot of bell peppers and onions and things like that in my household. And I think on the back side, I have to move this net. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the little red, those are cherry peppers. Those are good when you pickle them. And over here is my other pepper bed. Laura knocked a lot of these plants over that I need to stake up. And I need to come and harvest some of these, but these are jalapenos. I hope you all like my little garden tour. I will, in the end of this video, include some more pictures of some of the things that I've grown throughout the summer. And right now we're transitioning from the summer beds to the fall beds. And I will have another video up on fall planting, what I plant in the fall time and what you can plant. At this moment, I'm about to sit here on my back porch. I'm about to sow some seeds and just prepare for the fall season. I thank you guys for watching my video. Please comment and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all again when the sun leaves footprints across the sky. Thank you for gardening with Belle.